Welcome to our exploration of poetry versus prose. In this video, we'll dive into the unique characteristics of each form, their purposes, and how they shape the literary world. Poetry, a literary form focused on expression through rhythm, meter, and imagery. Often uses figurative language and various poetic devices. Poetry is a creative form of writing that emphasizes the aesthetic and rhythmic qualities of language. It often aims to evoke emotions and create vivid imagery using devices like metaphors, similes, and alliteration. Prose, written or spoken language in its ordinary form. Structured in sentences and paragraphs without metrical structure. Prose is the most common form of written and spoken language. It's straightforward and lacks the formal constraints of poetry. Prose is used in novels, essays, articles, and everyday communication. Structure and form. Poetry. Lines and stanzas. Metrical patterns and rhyme schemes. Prose. Sentences and paragraphs. Narrative structure and grammar rules. The structure of poetry is built around lines and stanzas, often following specific metrical patterns and rhyme schemes. In contrast, prose is composed of sentences and paragraphs, adhering to standard grammatical rules and narrative structures. Language and style. Poetry. Figurative language. Dense and compact. Prose. Literal language. Expansive and descriptive. Poetry frequently uses figurative language to convey deeper meanings and emotions in a concise manner. Prose, on the other hand, tends to be more literal and descriptive, allowing for detailed storytelling and exposition. Purpose and impact. Poetry. Evoke emotions. Express ideas artistically. Prose. Inform or entertain. Communicate ideas clearly. Poetry's primary purpose is to evoke emotions and present ideas in an artistic, often abstract way. Prose aims to inform or entertain its audience, focusing on clear and straightforward communication of ideas. Key differences. Form and structure. Language use. Purpose and impact. Poetry and prose differ in form and structure, language use, and their overall purpose and impact. Understanding these differences can enhance our appreciation and interpretation of literary works. Examples of poetry. Let's look at some examples of poetry. Both poetry and prose enrich the literary world. Each form has unique strengths and purposes. Both poetry and prose play vital roles in enriching the literary landscape. Each form has its own strengths and serves unique purposes, contributing to the diversity and depth of literature. Thank you for joining us on this journey through poetry and prose. We hope this video has deepened your understanding and appreciation of these two literary forms.